Hello students, in this video we're going to learn ratio and proportions and finding the mode. First, let's start with ratio and proportions. Ratios. Ratios are simply a way to compare numbers or quantities. They tell us how much there is of one thing compared to another. We use the column symbol to separate the numbers being compared. For example, let's compare the number of apples to the number of pears. There are 9 pieces of fruit, that is 6 apples and 3 pears. So, the ratio of apples to pears will be 6:3, or it can be written in fraction form as 6/3. Ratios are like fractions. They can be simplified. To do this, you must divide both parts by the same number. Here, 6/3 can be simplified by dividing both by 3, as 6 and 3 are both in the table of 3. So, divide 3 to both the numbers. We get 2/1. So, the ratio of apples to pears could also be expressed as 2:1. That is, for every 2 apples, there is 1 pear. Let's take another example. There are 36 pencils and books altogether. That is, 27 pencils and 9 books. So, ratio of pencils to books will be 27:9, or we can write as 27/9. This ratio can be simplified by dividing both parts by 9, as 27 and 9 are both in the table of 9. So divide 9 to both the number. We get 3/1. So the simplified ratio is 3:1. That is, for every 3 pencils, there is 1 book. Now, let's try out some questions. There are 48 beads in a jar. For every 2 purple beads, there are 6 red beads. How many red beads are altogether? So, to find the answers, first we'll add the ratio of purple to red beads. That is, 2 plus 6 together makes 8. And then we divide the total beads, that is 48 beads, by the total ratio, that is 8. So we get 6. So to find out how many red beads, we will multiply by 6. Here we get, that is 6/6, we get 36. So altogether, there are 36 red beads. In the same way we can find for the purple beads. That is, we multiply by 6. So if we multiply 2 into 6, that is by 6, we get 12. That is, altogether there are 12 purple beads. Let's try one more questions. It says, if you have 25 children in your class and 15 are girls, what is the ratio of girls to boys? We know that total number of children is equal 25. Number of girls equal 15. So to find the number of boys, we subtract 15 with 25. So we get 10. So the number of boys is 10. Now to find out, the ratio of girls to boys would be 15:10. This number could also be simplified. So we divide both the number by 5, since both the numbers are in the table of 5. So the ratio of girls to boys could also be expressed as 3:2. Proportion. Proportions tells us about a portion or part in relation to a whole. Let's take another look at this example. The proportions look like this. Here, the proportion of apple is 6 out of 9, that is 6 by 9. The proportion of pears is 3 out of 9, or 3 by 9. Let's take a look at another example. Here, there are 2 green triangles in every 6 triangles. So here, the proportions of green triangles will be 2 by 6. Now let's try out these questions. It says, there are 15 sweets in a jar. 1 in every 5 sweets is cherry flavor. How many sweets are cherry flavor? So, to find out how many sweets are cherry flavor, first we divide the total sweets, that is 15 sweets, by 5. So we get 3. Next, we multiply 1 cherry flavor sweets by 3. So we get 3. So, there are 3 cherry sweet flavor. Let's try one more questions. There are 56 bananas in a box. 2 in every 7 of them are bruised. How many are bruised? So to find out, first we divide the total bananas, that is 56, by 7. So we get 8. Next, we multiply the 2 bruised banana by 8. We get 16. So we can say that there are 16 bruised bananas. Finding the mode. The mode is what items or numbers appear most often in a set. Consider the following set: 7, 4, 8, 9, 14, 4. 4. To find the mode, first we'll order the numbers from lowest to highest and see which number appears the most often. So we have the lowest number here as 4, and there are 3 4, so we write 4, 4, 4, and the next number is 7, and the next 8, and then comes 9 and 14. So here the number that appears most often is 4. So the mode is 4. Let's take another example. Here, in this, the numbers are 2, 3, 4, 7, 3, 4, 8. So to find the mode, we'll arrange a number from lowest to highest. So we get 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 7, 8. Here, the number that appears most often are 3 and 4, that is 2, 3 and 2, 4. So, the mode will be 3 and 4. So, that's the end of our lesson. I hope this video helped you understand all about ratio and proportions and finding the mode.